is African Union now. There is no time to waste. We must unite or we perish.
Africa isn't a failed continent. It is a continent caged by a failed design. In 1884 at the Berlin Conference, colonial empires used rulers and ink to carve up a continent they didn't understand. They didn't just draw up borders. They engineered traps. Today, these invisible lines have been weaponized to hold down the realization of a United States of Africa. We are forced to treat our neighbors as security threats and our brothers as foreigners. It takes less paperwork for a European passport holder to cross African borders than it does for an African. We have turned colonial walls into our own structural handcuffs.
I need 38 visas to move around. How do I now invest if I'm not able to move around? 38 visas doesn't make sense.
This isn't a new fight. Archival history screams of our missed opportunities. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana warned us in 1963, unite now or perish. Decades later, the Gaddafi Plan attempted to force the issue. At the 1999 SAT Summit, Muammar Gaddafi laid out a radical blueprint for the United States of Africa, a single African military force, a unified defense system, a central bank, and a single pan-African currency. He poured billions into the African Union to bypass Western financial chokeholds. Why did it fail? The question everyone asks. Because foreign intervention and local political timidity opted for comfortable fragmentation over revolutionary unity. Every time Africa tries to build a bridge, a standard dependency blows it up as always. Look at the math. Africa is entirely self-sufficient, yet we starve in a house made of gold. We export our raw material, copper, crude oil, and agricultural wealth to the West for pennies, only to buy back refined for a premium. Intra-African trade sits at a miserable fraction compared to Europe and Asia because our infrastructure was built to take resources out to the ocean, not across our neighbors. We rely on Western banks to settle trade between neighboring African countries. It is an economic illusion. We do not lack resources. We lack collective sovereignty to stop selling our own blood to buy back our sweat. How do we break the cage? We don't need Western aid. We need borderless reality. First, fully operationalize the African Continental Free Trade Area and eradicate all tariffs on homegrown products. Secondly, force the ratification of the EU Free Movement Protocol. Give every African an African passport. Let our youth, our ideas, and our labor move without permission from our historical oppressors. Third, scale the Pan-African payment and settlement system. Drop the US dollar and euro for intra-African trade, saving the continent billions in transaction fees annually. A borderless Africa is not a utopia fantasy. It is our only survival mechanism. When the walls come down, our shared growth begins. Unite the continent, erase the lines, and reclaim the future.